What's going on, family? This is not financial advice. Do your own research, man. We're going to be getting to some price action today. What I saw, the trades that I personally took. So, when I analyzed the market this morning, this is what I saw. So, this is what I saw for the day. I saw price have a strong push up to the upside. So, when I'm analyzing the market, I figure out where the key levels are. The prices opened here. This is the overnight session. This is what prices did. So this is what I'm particularly watching. So this is what I got. So I got prices open here. And then we got this nice push up. They consolidated here. So this is my first level. They pushed up, strong push up. They had a correction and they consolidated. All right, so right now I'm bullish until proven otherwise. So this was all I saw this morning. This was it. So this was the price. So prices pushed up, they came down, and this is all you saw. It came down. Now we got price down here in the morning, and then I want to show you where prices open. So prices open 9:30 here, but this is where prices open. So they came down, they instantly came down, and then right at the open they pushed right back on up, had a doji candle, and then they continued to push up higher. So right at the open, so 9:40, you see this big old green candle. This is a 9:35, big old green candle, and then you expecting them to push higher at this point because they're bullish. So what I missed was the initial sell-off. So let me show you, looking back, exactly what I missed and what I could have done differently. But it's important to have these levels on your screen so you can know exactly where these pivotal levels are in this market. So this big old rejection wick up here, this was the gap fill. So they filled the gap and they instantly pushed off of it. But I'm not going to sell the first rejection bar I see. I'm waiting for the levels to develop. So if I would have seen a attempt to go higher again or a lower high, that would have been my entry. But this move was so aggressive, they didn't even bounce where prices initially, the level that I had drawn in the beginning. So where prices were supposed to bounce is right here, somewhere in this area, right at 38.49. They're supposed to bounce here, major resistance or support. Well, it was resistance turning into support. So this was the major level. They were supposed to bounce here. They kept going, and this was my very first entry because once I saw the clearing of this level, they came down, they retraced, and once I seen them retrace on this second bar, this is where I got short. So I took profit early, of course. So once they came down, they gapped up this morning. So once they're coming to the gap. So once they retraced, that was my entry. They came down, I entered here. They fell straight through the bottom. So I caught this move and I took profit right after the gap was closed. Then they gave you another entry, a retracement entry, and they pushed down even lower. So the gap was the initial target. They did not even acknowledge it. They pushed straight through it. They came back tested it, this level. But this was the initial level that I had, the 38.45 level. So once they came back, they retested that, pushed down, gave you a lower high, retested the open, pushed down, and then they corrected. My second trade of the day was off of this level. This level has been on here for about 2 weeks now. This 38.19, 38.18 level, right up in here, 38.20. Up in this zone, this has been a critical level. It's been the midline of this range. So prices have been acknowledged here multiple times on the bigger time frame. So this level right here. So this is the trading range, as you can see. From trading range goes from 38.50 to 38.20, 19 area. That's the midline, and the lows down here at 38.79. So this is the range that they're in. But this level is the most critical level, because if they find it as support, they push up. If they find it as resistance, they push down. So that's the reason why I bought at this area. So prices push down, 2 legs down, they fill the gap. So we're looking for a bounce at this point because the move is so strong. So a lot of people are selling down here because they see this big old move and they're expecting, oh yeah, now it's really gonna drop. So they consolidated. They had a big old candle here, big old green candle right here. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it. Big old green candle right here. They consolidated, pushed all the way back down, stopped these folks out, and they bought this back up. So once I seen them break above this candle, I knew it was time to get long. They came up. I took profit here. They pulled back. This was probably the best entry on the pullback, which I missed. They shot straight up, right up here. They didn't even make it. They came close to the open price, but this was the level right here where they stopped, 38, 35 to 37 area, and then they pushed on back down, made a new low. So at this point, I'm looking for a bigger pattern. So we got these, now that we got 2 big corrections down with 3 legs down, but 2 larger corrections down. So now we're at support. We could be bouncing again at 38.05, 38, somewhere down here, 38.02 to 38.05. This will be another area of support, but the gap is down here at 37.83. So if you caught this trade up here at 37.78, that was the gap fill. So the gap fill, they instantly sold off. That was a sign there was a lot of orders up here. Instant sell off and then waterfall. So if I would have got in up here, which it wasn't enough confirmation for me, the move was too fast. I was expecting to push higher and then a rollover, but the move was so fast you couldn't get in it. Couldn't get in the move. So just looking back on things, you can kind of acknowledge these levels. If you have these levels on your screen, the gap fill, they filled it to the number, perfectly gap filled this morning, and now we're pushing down. If you look at the bigger time frame, you can see what they really want to do. Big rejection off of this level. They filled this gap. It's the gap that we've been waiting for to get filled. Filled this gap, they came back down to support. So now we're looking for a gap fill down here at 37.82. So that's the next target because they're right here now. So they could do a temporarily bounce, but I'm expecting a gap fill. If they don't hold this support level, we're going to come down. We're going to test the lows at 37.64 area. But that's what I have for the price action today, man. It was pretty simple. If you have these key levels drawn on your screen, man, it's pretty. You make your trading real simple. Key levels on these pivotal areas for the market, man, and you can really capitalize off these trades, man, with these levels. So that's what I got for today, man. Simple price action, rejection, and bounces, man. Just taking profit when need be. So like and subscribe, man, so we can keep this content pumping. Come on over and join the trading room with us. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Out.